Servus and welcome to Flo's German Kitchen. I'm Flo, this is my kitchen, and I show you how to cook the German way. Today we're making a very simple German side dish. It is simple but is really delicious. Bratkartoffeln, German fried potatoes. For the Bratkartoffeln, of course, we need potatoes. These are cooked and peeled, and I've spared you from watching me peel potatoes. It's something I really hate. And it's always a big suffering. I just don't know who's suffering more, the potatoes or me. Apart from the potatoes, we need onions. I've already cut them in half rings. A little bit of neutral oil, salt, pepper, and of course a good guzzle of German beer. Wunderbar. One important thing about Bratkartoffeln is that you really give them space in the pan. Just don't make the pan too full. Every piece of potato should have its own space on the bottom of the pan. The pan is already hot and I add the oil. Also, I cut the potatoes just like that. The good thing about it, if you cut them on a cutting board, it's always a risk that they stick together, and you just have to fiddle around in the pan to separate the slices. It's just really fiddly. I don't like that. So cutting them straight into the pan is what I do, and I think most German housewives do it the same way. So this is already the point where I stop. So that the pan doesn't get too full. Sooner or later, of course, you will have to start stirring. But in the first going, I really want at least one side of the potatoes to be really brown. And speaking about brown, I'm not yet adding the onions because the potatoes take more time to get brown than the onions, and I don't want them to get burnt. So I'll have some patience and add them later. Usually when I start stirring, I add the potatoes. Let's see. No, not yet brown. I'll just keep shaking them because it's not totally even here, so the oil concentrates on this side of the pan. Yeah, I rather keep moving the potatoes to get their share of oil. But use little oil. Some people really drown their fried potatoes in oil. I just don't like it because I want them to be really crispy, and you don't achieve that if they are swimming in oil later on. Let's see how we go. Not yet there, not yet there. More patience, dude. Making Bratkartoffeln is a bit of a test for your patience because it just takes a while. But the beauty of Bratkartoffeln really is that they're brown and roasty, and just have that special Bratkartoffel flavor. And you don't get that if you're impatient. Just give it time, at least for the one side to get really brown. The moment you start stirring them, the moment you start flipping them, you can never make sure that really every piece of them is brown. But for the first go, take your time, be patient. Yeah, we're getting closer. Yeah, see, this is what we want. Now we can start stirring, but at first I'll add some of the onions. I guess this is about half of the potatoes, so I also take half of the onions. And the one thing that helps you stay patient is if you have a good beer with you. Wunderbar. So we are heading in the right direction. I add quite a lot of salt because, yeah, potatoes just absorb a lot of salt and I don't want it to taste lame. And also quite a lot of pepper, simply because I love pepper. Yeah, this looks really great. I'll put them on the plate and see you in a minute. Here we got them. Delicious fried potatoes, German Bratkartoffeln. It's a lovely side dish for things like schnitzel, for liverwurst. You can eat them with a sunny side up egg on top of them. The one thing I love most is the combination of Bratkartoffeln and Schweizer Wurstsalat. And lucky me, I got some here. And if you want to check out how to prepare Schweizer Wurstsalat, click on the video here. You can maybe hear it. Our potatoes are pretty crisp, but they're not crunchy. We're not making potato crisps, we're making Bratkartoffeln, and this is just the right thing. Brown on the outside. And here we got the combination with Wurstsalat. Adding some sour, fresh taste to the potatoes. It's the most wonderful combination to have your Bratkartoffeln with. Now we're at the point where I don't want to stop eating because it's just so delicious. So let's wrap it up. German Bratkartoffeln, fried potatoes, a wonderful, delicious side dish. Very simple, but so flavorful. Cheers on Bratkartoffeln, cheers on German cuisine. Wunderbar.